Hey, and welcome to the show. I'm the Crypto Kid, and in these videos we take a look at Bitcoin and everything cryptocurrency, including what's going on in the news. So let's check out what's going on right now in Bitcoin. So I was taking a peek at this a little earlier, and yes, Bitcoin is a little bit down. And when I say down, I mean it's in a little bit of a dip because we are heading back up towards those highs assuredly before the S2X HardFork for SegWit 1 and SegWit 2X. So this is always a good time to buy. In my opinion, I always buy the dips maybe, a few times a week as we gradually go into the future. And that's my best approach, and I am one of those hodlers. I don't like to sell too much, maybe move a bit over. My big move in the next week or two is going to be moving into Bitcoin Cash, and I'll get into that a bit more. So speaking of cash, it is up today, 2.41%. Other than Bitcoin, not much else is up. BitConnect here in the top 10. Otherwise, everything is looking pretty bleak. Not just kidding, it's not down too much. Actually, it's not down much at all. It seems to have plateaued. Ripple, Ethereum, even Litecoin, just kind of plateauing over the last 12 hours or so. But Bitcoin Cash is really climbing here. And I can almost assume it's just because a lot of people are in that percentage where they want to put their money somewhere, and why not Bitcoin Cash? It's cheap, it's fast, it's reliable, it's permissionless. I'm on board with it, and I'll tell you why a little bit later again. First, I want to talk about censorship, SegWit 1X. So basically, if you don't know much about SegWit 1X, it's getting a lot of flack from Roger Ver lately with not having the signatures, digital signatures in their transactions. Now, I've seen this as well. Now, this might have changed, but right here they do say, now this is a year old, so it might have changed, but it did used to be this way. The general high-level idea of SegWit is that signatures in a transaction, also called the witness data, are skipped when calculating the transaction ID. By doing so, it solves many issues that Bitcoin has. So they're mentioning SegWit, signatures in a transaction, and that they're being skipped. So when Roger Ver says something along the lines of, they don't use signatures, how can he be wrong? Now, maybe they've upgraded that and changed this, but I haven't seen that. And even in the website here on core.com, here we go, .org, it's the actual website. They say, and the title here is Efficiency Gains when Not Verifying Signatures. So if they don't do this, but at one point they were, Bitcoin Core does not check signatures from transactions prior to the most recent checkpoint by default, and some SPV clients simply don't check signatures at all. So, ironically, I posted this on our Bitcoin, and I've heard that you can get banned for talking anti-SegWit stuff. SegWit 2 is not on their viewpoint. They do not like SegWit 2X. They want to push SegWit, Core, all that stuff. So here we go. Within 1 hour of posting this video, which was posted all over the internet and did quite well, it was banned, deleted, and I was banned. A 2-year member, maybe even 3 or 4-year member of Bitcoin, of Reddit. I was banned. And here's why. They started attacking it. So I just post that quote exactly from Bitcoin Core, what I just read to you. And so immediately they wrote back and dismantled it and said, no, you're wrong. But look at, this was right from their website. Nonetheless, if I'm wrong about that, that's fine, but I was banned completely before I could respond, and this whole post was taken off and hidden from me. And it wasn't until some nice individual wrote back and said, hey, look, you've been banned, I found this in the deleted archive. So my solution to this, get off of Reddit. Check out Steemit, okay? Steemit is a blockchain-based social media platform. And that's got benefits written all over it. Now, if you're not familiar with blockchain-based software, here we go. This is the future. Now, why would you want to be stuck listening to what other people want you to post? If you're using Reddit, you're not getting the truth. You're being blinded by all this stuff, and you're being forced to look at what they want you to look at through censorship and censorized posts. So I can't stress it enough. Delete our Bitcoin account. If you want to delete your Reddit account, I would strongly recommend it. Not only is this Steemit account a blockchain, but you're going to make money here. You're actually getting paid to post. You're getting paid to comment. You're getting paid to like people's posts. Now you can get rewarded by being a creator, and you could also be rewarded by being a curator. So that means liking people's posts, and if they get popular, you'll get rewarded for that. And just by creating content, you're increasing your standing like Reddit, but you're also getting paid. It's a win-win. Why not make the switch? So talking about SegWit, let's not get too far off topic. I did want to mention a few articles that talk about why SegWit is bad, why it's going to be destroying Bitcoin in the future. Here's why. Check out this article. It's got a lot of points, but I just wanted to show you a few visuals while we're on the video scene here. The red line that goes through SegWit here shows when they reached the 1 megabyte block size, and when it was activated later in, when SegWit was activated on the 24th of August, okay, just back in August here, 2017. It's been crippled. I mean, it's hit a ceiling at that 1 megabyte block size, which has actually permitted us from reaching out, or I should say Bitcoin from reaching out on $20 billion of transactions. Huge losses here that we're seeing. Not only that, the fees are up, the times are just struggling. And finally, if you've seen this transaction percentage chart from SegWit, you'll see that not only has it hit the roof, but it's just crashed down to, I think it's 8% now, and it's slowly falling. I attribute that to the fact that it was probably propped up, and I think this article will agree with that, saying somewhere along the fact that the reason why it's fallen is that it was being spammed, faking the adoption. And that could be from computing power to throwing tons of money at it, and it's just spamming the network to make it look like this entire thing is just being propped up. But clearly they can't do that forever, and the truth is being shown here. And unfortunately, the sad thing is if this isn't resolved, SegWit 2X and 1X could literally just kill themselves. They will implode. So without one coming out on top, the system, it just won't be able to do it. The hash power will be shared between the two, just crippling the network. So where does this lead us to? Well, Bitcoin Cash. In my opinion, it's going to be where just the logic has to go. If, in fact, these two parties, SegWit 2X and SegWit 1, fail to come together, Bitcoin is going to fail to come together. It's just, not a matter of what side you want to be on. Both sides will be the losing side if this happens. Now, of course, there's a small chance that SegWit 1X or SegWit 2X will come out on top and with 90% support behind them. But, oh my gosh, I mean, the miners are supporting 2X. The Twitter is basically supporting 1X. It's going to be right down the middle, in my opinion. And it's going to be a really sad situation. So I'm putting a lot of time and effort into Bitcoin Cash. I'll leave a link below with some individuals here that created some free marketing publicity tools. So they've created these wicked logos for Bitcoin Cash, really clean, all types of different sizes. If you're a merchant and you're working with Bitcoin Cash, you can actually print these off or have them put on your website. There's wallets, there's signs for what's accepted in your stores, and there's some really cool stuff here that shows about what is accepted and what isn't. So I'll leave these here in the link below. Check them out. But a lot's going on in Bitcoin, so please stay focused. Hit that subscribe button if not, and I'll try to keep you informed as much as possible, and we'll see you in the next one.